What's good, y'all? How you doing? She said, talk to us. What is there to say? What is there to say? I got a nose ring today. Good evening to everybody out there. My show is tomorrow. I'm excited. I just did rehearsal. It went really great. Shout out to everybody who has bought tickets. And someone's on here saying, like, don't let them silence your voice. I think what y'all need to understand when I don't appear on Instagram is that Instagram is not the be-all, end-all. There are so many other spaces for my voice. And if you really fuck with me, you gonna seek me out. You know, you're gonna seek me out. I'm over there on Patreon. I'm over there on my radio show. My radio show, the Amandaseales Show. I got my podcast, Small Doses. I got my one-woman show, What Would the Ancestors Say, which you can check out tomorrow. You need to buy your tickets to the live stream. Like, I'm not going. I can't wait to be back off this goddamn app. You hear me? I can't wait. After my show tomorrow, y'all not gonna see me on here no more. So you better soak me up right now. Soak me up like a biscuit with gravy. Okay? So if there was any questions that you was trying to get answered, this is the time. Because your girl, I'm not gonna be here. I hate this fucking place. IG is toxic as hell. Like, you know how you know IG is toxic? Because people that be on your same side be coming at you. And you like, why the fuck are you asking me? Like, why are you talking to me crazy? Like, why are you just being antagonistic? I'm just like, everybody just chill. You know, chill out, bro. Chill. And I'm just like, this ain't it. Where am I going? I'm going to Patreon amandaseales. Patreon amandaseales. Okay. We be having a motherfucking blast over there. I'm about to eat some lobster mashed potatoes. And if you didn't get your tickets to the live stream of my one-woman show, What Would the Ancestors Say, you're gonna miss out on a whole fucking experience. I just left rehearsal. Yo. This is a whole other vibe. I love being a trendsetter, man. And I'm working with a crew that's like excited about setting that. Excited about doing something different. What rally? There's a rally going on right now. What rally? Y'all know I don't care about this motherfucking politics. Because the rallies and shit, that be politics. You know what I'm saying? That's not really like the thing. Will I bring Smart, Funny, and Black back? I mean, you know, I ain't dead, so there's always a possibility. There's always a possibility. As long as I'm alive, there's always a possibility. I know when people say that, they think it's a cool thing to say, like, if you don't care about politics, politics don't care about you. But you're talking to the wrong one when you say that. When I say I don't care about politics, I mean a lot of people stop at politics. Like, they think that that's really where it stops. That's where it starts. Like, you should be asking, what is causing this politics? What goes beyond this politics? You feel me? Like why the fuck are like celebrity endorsements by celebrities who've never been about politics? Why is that a thing? Beyonce never had an opinion about nothing publicly. So why would her opinion on Kamala Harris matter? Unless her opinion is on Kamala Harris's choreo. No, she didn't have an opinion for Barack and Hillary. Y'all talking about people endorsing candidates and considering it speaking up. When? What did she say? I want to know. What did she say? So because she had a concert for Hillary, that was what? There's no proof that she got 10 million. Y'all just be saying shit. Like, what has she said? Listen, correct me if I'm wrong. I want to know. She was in his campaign ads. Speaking up politically is an everyday job. That's the commitment. It's in how you live your life daily. Beyonce wrote a letter to who? I don't think y'all understand that endorsing a candidate and having political or just having actual insight based on intellectual analysis are two different things. Like, it's one thing to be like, I really like this candidate because I'm a mother or something. But that's very different than saying, like, this candidate's policies are inconsistent or whatever. Honey, people absolutely just be saying shit on this app every day. Someone told me today, I'm not brave. Someone told me today that I'm endorsing that I'm a Kamala Harris apologist and I'm not brave. I said, wow. Y'all just be waking up to play yourselves. But for the most part, if y'all want my thoughts on politics, you got to come to my Patreon. Yes. Yes, they're trying to depopulate us. Kamala's not even a descendant of the Americans of this country that they've been trying to depopulate. And that's real. Her heritage is not here. Stop asking me about motherfucking Jill Stein. So I have sold 1,354 tickets. My goal was to sell 1,500 tickets. I really wanted to sell out the live show, but I only sold 25 tickets to the live show. So unfortunately, in LA, only 25 folks are coming to my live show. But we gonna have a good time, y'all. We gonna have a good time. Right here, I'm trying to sell 150 tickets before I go to bed. Can I do it? Can I do it? How much are the tickets? The tickets are $138. They come with a meet and greet and a special gift. No, I'm not coming to Seattle. Unless somebody bring me to Seattle. Y'all better call up my boy Joaquin. My live show in LA is tomorrow. How can we influence our representatives to represent us? You sure did, married by Rev Roxy. New York was last weekend. Thank you, Val knows it all. Val really do know it all. She be getting y'all together about me. Val know it all. I don't even know her face because her Avi is like a ham, but Val know it all. And I just got to commend her. Because she be getting y'all together. She really be like, ugh. I'm eating lobster mashed potatoes. Thank you, my Mia. I didn't even think to say that. But you missed New York. But yes, live stream tickets are available. And I'm trying to sell 100 tickets before I go to bed. I just sold another ticket. Yeah. Y'all be asking to come on the live. But then I be worried when y'all come on the live. Because Essentia is not good water. Water shouldn't have ingredients. That's true. What it do? Okay, so let me tell y'all, it was so dope doing my rehearsal today because I was working with production while doing my one-woman show, and it felt so dope to have people there in the room that really just felt committed to what we was doing. Like when I got there, the rug on the stage, I wasn't really fucking with it, but they were able to like quickly find another rug, and like literally it was like the PAs that found another rug. Like I just really appreciated how everybody in there was on it. And it's so funny because I have such a history of folks on the internet who've never worked with me saying like, oh, amandaseales is difficult, but then I actually be working with folks and they be like, wow, this was so easy. Yes, because when I work with people who are about their shit, I'm about my shit, so we just be about our shit and it just works. Mwah. Mwah. So we had a great time. I had such a good time. I was in my element. They're gonna take me out my element. No, take me out my element. The location for the live show is at Kev on Stage Studios in Silmar. Did I see the new in Portugal? I don't even know what that means. Yes, baby, steel sharpens steel. What's wrong with knowing what you want? I don't know. I'm also just like super direct. You know, I'm going to watch tonight, Temple Grandin. I miss Temple Grandin. You know what's also bugged out is like discovering autism and how it exists in my life. And I just sometimes think about like how crazy it is that like literally strangers on the internet will sit and try to demean like you finding out things that make you make sense. Like, I don't think y'all really understand that I have never made sense until I discovered autism in me. Like, I never made sense. Like, there was shit about me that I hated because people didn't understand it, so they made me hate myself for them not understanding it. Like, there were things about me that I just couldn't change. And it was so fucking frustrating that I couldn't change these things. And it would be just like so difficult to understand, like, why is it that I have things about me that I can't change, but that people be like, oh, I don't like that about you. And they would attach it to something else. And, you know, I had so many sisters come in my DMs like, I think you are neurodivergent and you should really look into it. And then when I spoke to my therapist, she gave me these tests, and she was like, my psychiatrist, she gave me these tests. And when I did the tests, I realized like, yo, I'm really up on this spectrum. And then I talked to my mom, and my mom started looking at like signs for when I was a child. She was like, you did all of these things. And it just started to make sense as to why things would disrupt me. And everybody is a little bit autistic in my belief. However, for me, I need y'all to understand, like, the difference is that something may disrupt you like in a moment, whereas for me, it'll disrupt me for like it'll pause my day. Someone who's further on the spectrum, it like they wouldn't necessarily be able to even come back. So it's all, that's why it's a spectrum. And once you start to understand it, you can serve yourself so much better. Like, so much better. Thank you, AV8 1989. Like my psychiatrist also has just really like encouraged me to like be more self-protective, right? And be more aware of the ways in which I'm showing up, and how to manage my expectations, and how to manage my literal body, like my brain. Like, I can now see, oh, like I need to regulate, and what do I need to do to regulate? And I can know, I'll like know, like, oh, I'm getting bent out of shape. I'm getting bent out of shape. Like, I need to slow down. I need to self-regulate. And you can find these tests on the internet. I mean, you can type in autism self-tests, and within the autism community, like, self-test is absolutely legitimate, because so many women in particular are just, it's like really difficult to get tested. And when you're able to identify these things about you, they're like, well, you know you more than anybody else, so, you know, it is what it is. I mean, some people may want to use it as a reason to not have to make changes, whereas for me, it was very helpful in me being able to identify like blockages to my peace, etc. And this one book, Is It Autism? Game changer. So but it's just really, really wild to see the amount of people who didn't give, like, who were just like me. Like, that's why even when I did that Shay Shay interview, it's like, if I say I discovered that I'm autistic, like, your next question should be, well, how does that make you feel? Not, well, how? So, I mean, you know, like, because that's not a line of questioning that's curiosity based on compassion. That's a line of questioning that's curiosity based on malcontent. So I always feel like curiosity based on compassion shows up different. So like when people will ask me questions with an indictment involved. So for instance, like someone today was like, oh, like you always taking, like you was shading people for taking pictures with Donald Trump, but you're not shading people for taking pictures with Kamala. What's that about? And if they had simply said, I see you shading people for taking pictures with Donald Trump, do you shade people for taking pictures with Kamala Harris? Like, I may be annoyed by that question, but you're just asking me a very specific question. And like, I can answer that. But it's when you try and make it like an indictment that I know that you're not asking me a question out of curiosity for compassion. You're asking me a question out of curiosity to try to undermine me. And that's different. Like Kimmy just said, it's judgment. So it's like, so often if we would just literally change the question and come from a place of compassion, we would just get so much of a better response. And I've had to do that because it's very natural in like Caribbean culture to like form questions in a negative way. So for instance, like I could be like here's an example. I had to rewrite a question today because the way that I naturally wrote it was, so you just gonna act like you didn't see that? And that right there is very, there's like a antagonism about that. So you just gonna act like you didn't see that? Like, so you just gonna act is very much like I'm accusing you. It's an indictment. Whereas I can really just say like, did you see that? Did you see that? Like, you know, I could do that. So we just sold 4 tickets. Fucking with y'all heavy. Fucking with y'all heavy. We not selling any. We still haven't sold any more tickets to the live show in LA, which is blowing my mind. We sold one more. We sold another ticket to the live show in LA. Yay! See you there. Oh, that made me happy. Yay. Thank you, Nina Loves Stop Plan. Nina loves to plan. Ooh, Nina loves to plan. I love that. Nina loves to plan said, let me get my ticket because I love to plan. Kimmy, I know everybody got an excuse. That's really what the times are. Everybody got an excuse. And the reality is that they don't understand the value of what I'm doing. And so I've had to come to really a peaceful place of knowing that I'm ahead of the game and that some people who are here now, they get it and that's enough. They get it and they will help to plant the seeds and that will, but I have to do it regardless. That's the part as an artist that you have to get over the hump of like, but they're not. You got to fucking do it regardless. And Brianna Full's birthday is tomorrow. Somebody gift her the tickets. Like, what are y'all doing? Somebody gift her the tickets. Yes, Kimmy 463. Spice Adams Wagwan. Queen, why can't we pay for the live stream? Who stopped you from paying for the live stream, Normacita? Of course you can pay for the live stream. That says tickets to November 2nd live stream and LA show at link in bio. So yes, you can absolutely pay for the live stream. Folks is paying for the live stream right here. We got folks buying these tickets in real time. And I am sitting my ass up on here in real time. And Normacita said, I'm doing it now, baby. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. That's 4 exclamation points. The show is 2 hours long. I'm up there doing my shit. Nope. No Rhode Island shows or Massachusetts shows in the future. Nope. Sometimes the snow comes down in June. Sometimes the sun goes round the moon. I see the passion in your eyes. Somehow it's all a big surprise. There was a time when all I did was wish you tell me this was love. It's not the way I hoped or how... Ooh, not that note. It's not the way I hoped or how I feel. But somehow it's enough. Somehow the something says, isn't the world a crazy place? Just when I thought our chance had passed, you went and saved the best for last. Yeah. Yes, made by Roxy. Lando, my Spice Adams, Lando is at home. And my mom says she don't like how Lando's looking. So I'm worried and I gotta get Lando to the vet. Okay. I love that y'all are like ganging together, not ganging together, but that y'all are teaming up to help buy this person a birthday ticket. Like, that's the type of community I'm trying to build. Okay? You have No IG Ari right here, who's defying her Instagram name by actually being Yes IG Ari, and says she's willing to gift somebody a ticket. What? This is what I'm fucking talking about. Y'all gifting people tickets. You know, and by the way, like when you buy a live stream ticket, you can buy as many live stream tickets as you want. Like Kev on Stage bought 10 live stream tickets. Earlier, I had to take a nap and I was like, I'm not getting off of here until I sell 150 tickets. And somebody literally bought 3 tickets because I just needed to sell 3 more to sell those 150 for that day. And she bought 3 so I could go take a nap. Yeah, Lando, he's having like some breathing issues. And originally we thought it was like the pastorella fungus, but he took medication and he's still like sneezing and having issues with his respiration. And then my mom said he was even having more issues today, and he had been given a cortisone shot the other day, and we were like, okay, hopefully that'll do it. But I think I'm just gonna have to pay for a CAT scan. So thank y'all for buying these tickets, because a CAT scan is gonna cost me $2,000, and I still haven't sold my house, so I'm still paying for my house in LA. Crazy. So yeah, adulting is a lot. So we hope that Lando comes through this. I'm going to get really aggressive when I get home about getting my Lando. Can you play back the live stream? Sure can, for 72 hours. Yep. The most ghetto hood, they say, is adulthood. Yes, it is. Because, like, in adulthood, like, there's this shit that you be like, oh, I forgot I had to do that. Like, oh, I gotta change my driver's license. Oh, I gotta register my WIT. Oh, I gotta register my gun. Oh, I gotta get a new gynecologist. Oh, I gotta get a new doctor, like a new primary care physician. Oh, I gotta figure out my health insurance. Oh, I gotta figure out my animals' health insurance. What? Like, all of that, and none of that is like, that's not even shit that's like attached to like having things, right? Like, then you be like, oh, I gotta get property. Baby, property is a whole other beast. Property is like, okay, now I gotta get a landscaper to deal with the garden. I gotta get a plumber that's not gonna fuck me. I gotta get an HVAC person that's not gonna fuck me. I gotta get a contractor that's not gonna fuck me. Like, y'all. And the only way to know they're not gonna fuck you is to either have family that already taught you, like family or friends that already taught you, or to get fucked. You gotta learn the hard way. You gotta learn the hard way. So I don't know what you're calling privilege that's talking, but none of this is talking about privilege. This is literally just, when you have shit, there's responsibilities. And when you don't have shit, there's also responsibilities, because as an adult, you are in the world. Yes, paying for parents' funeral, paying for parents' health care, just paying for parents. Don't forget the fucking roof, right? Don't forget the roof. Don't forget the pest control. You should be turned up like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Then if you have health issues, that's a whole other responsibility that you got to deal with. Like your health issues. Like I didn't have my Lexapro for 5 days, and I noticed, and it was 5 days. It was like stressful. And so that's not good. So it's like, bro, what? I gotta get this together. I don't know about y'all, but when I run errands, I be feeling like I'm invincible. Like, my nigga, I ran 5 errands today. When I do that, I be like, don't talk to me, yo. Don't talk to me, because I am spent. I'm spent. I ran 5 errands. I went to 5 different places before I went home. Get out of here. Like, don't talk to me. I'm the greatest of all time. Like, that's how I be feeling once I run errands. Hope you release the anger you hold inside. You don't know me. You don't know nothing about anger. You don't know nothing about what's inside of me. Nothing. Literally. You literally don't even know if I still have a spleen. You do not know anything of that's inside of me. Listen, going to the grocery store, also, like, my mom is visiting, and my mom be doing this thing where she be acting like she don't know how to do shit. So then it, like, slows me down, and I be like, listen, you're, like, the most capable person I know, but then you get around me and you be acting like you don't know how to do shit. I'm not for it. I need you to get it together. I need you to get it together. Get it together. Yeah, like, my mom be asking me, like, 5 steps to things, and I'm just like, why do I have to give you these steps? Why do I have to give you these steps? No, I don't have siblings. Not from my mom. I have siblings from my father. But I be looking at my mom like, why did you require me? How many tickets do I need to sell tonight? I need to sell, y'all know I don't do math. I need to sell, hold on one second. I need to sell 131 tickets tonight. And I would love to try and sell one more, even if it's just one more ticket to the live studio audience. Just one more. Yeah. So I'm not the only person whose mom be acting like they don't know how to exist in the world once they get around you. I thought that was just me. I genuinely thought that was just me. This is making me really feel better that it's not just me, because I really thought it was. Like, my mother the other day asked me how to open a plastic packet of dog food. And I said, are you serious? Like, and I was in the other room on my computer, and I was like, why? Why are you making me get up here to do this? Like, I literally gave you a whole tutorial yesterday of, like, where the dog food is, how to open it, how to, like here, there's scissors right here. Like, I set this whole thing up. Okay, my gosh, I did not know that this was a thing. Y'all said my mom act like she don't know do a thing. One time my mom was like, how do I get this seatbelt off? And I was like, you're bugging me, bro. You're bugging. No, it's not. I feel you that the world is too fast while they're getting older, but I need you to understand when he didn't know how to open a can of soup. Like, I genuinely... okay, so I'm not bugging. This is really making me feel like I know moms just want to feel loved, but it's like, I can show you love in a myriad of other ways. But like, you be asking me to do shit that is killing me. And I be like, so, no, nothing else is going on with her. I'm not asking for y'all advice. Nothing else is going on with her. She's just fine. This person is tip-top shape. She's just fine. She just want attention. Like, not you talking about it's a side effect of menopause. That lady went through menopause 30 years ago. What y'all be talking about? I'm not asking y'all for your advice. I'm just telling you that I didn't know that other people's moms be doing this shit. I didn't know. Oh, man. I didn't know. So, but that's a part of adulting, is what I'm saying. Like, well, I don't think it's sweet. I think it's annoying. So you're in abundance. I'm in scarcity, and that shit is annoying as fuck. Because my time is scarce, and so it's like, You said I'm getting money because my hand itching. Let me see if I sold any tickets. My hand is itching because I'm tired. Oh shit, I sold 5 tickets. Y'all lit. Shout out to Chanel and Sheena, Edith, and Daphne for buying tickets. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yeah. I see you, Chanel. I see you. Cop that ticket. I see you. Yes, I know. I know. I just need y'all to understand that it's like, it'd be different if my mom was truly like not able, but it's because I know my mama is fully able, that when she be acting like she's unable, I'd be like, cut it out. Cut it out. I see y'all getting these live stream tickets. Y'all making me so happy. Y'all making me so happy. Because I really, you know, I'm trying to get to 1,500 tickets tonight. And I need 125 more to sell. I got to sell 125. Fierce Fitspiration, you are speaking my language right now. You are speaking my language. Forever Hope said she's in her soft girl era. Whew, child. Thank you, Mermy. Thank you. Somebody on here being real. You have every right to want her to cut it out. Cut it out. Get my mama here to hear her side. Do I have any pre-show rituals? I try and have a banana before each show because that potassium really be hitting. I try and draw before each show. Will the late admission ticks have a 72-hour just replay too? Yes. Any pre-show rituals? So when I do stand-up shows, and I would do stand-up shows, I'd always take a 20-minute nap, 20 to 30-minute nap, like 2 hours before I leave. Then I would eat my meal, and then I would go to the venue. So like my ritual would start 2.5 hours before. No fierce sophistication. You are not alone on this, and I see you, and you see me. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for that. Because I really said to my mom, you know, could you overnight mail something? And she said, where would I do that at? And I wanted to throw my phone because my mother taught me everything to know about postage. Everything. Post office, UPS, FedEx. That woman could write a manual. L. Eden Mech, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Does my mother have a boyfriend? My mother decided quite long ago the same thing I feel like I be deciding, which is like, I don't want to be bothered with no niggas unless it's like a perfect match. Plant-based soul, that's how I be feeling. I be feeling like she's trolling me. I said, unless you could overnight this. And she said, where would I do that at? I said, I gotta go. I gotta get off the phone. I gotta get off the phone. I gotta do it. Because you sounded like all these other people. And these other people be wasting my motherfucking time. I've been talking about this on the radio show. These North Star friendships. These people who be getting people to surround them and call them their friends when really they're just people to keep them company and to be useful. I am not in Pictionary this season, possibly because when Jerry O'Connell posted a picture of the hostages in Israel, I said white men will always show their ass. So that's probably why I'm not on the show this season. My favorite Oprah meme. How do you feel about the reception from your shows so far? It looks like you're getting the love you deserve. I'm not gonna lie to you, like as an artist, like you definitely want there to be like response of affirming. But this project is so deeply connected to how people see themselves that I really love that people are seeing themselves in this work. They're seeing themselves in the questions that I'm asking around ancestry. They're seeing themselves in the information that I'm sharing around the connectivity between Arab and Black communities and Palestinians and the Black struggle in the United States. They're seeing themselves in the narratives that I'm telling around, you know, Juneteenth and hip hop and imagination. So that to me is by far like the most valuable part, is that people are seeing themselves in the show. They're understanding the like positioning of themselves within the text, and they get it. Like they really get it. And that is the best thing you can do, is make something that is unique but that people can still attach to. Like that I couldn't be any happier about, truly. And the only thing that could make me happier is if I sold 122 tickets in the next 30 minutes. What is your ethos around imagination and reimagining? Well, I believe that imagination is, the answer is Eastside. To Eastside 04014, the answer is no. I feel like the effort to completely disconnect us from imagination is like how so many institutions operate from our youngest ages, and in doing so they condition us out of considering something different or better than what we've been provided. And Kimmy, exactly, I do not know. Please gather them. And in that, I feel like that's why in the show I perform the segment around imagination as a doll, because I believe it's, you know, it's that youth, it's that child in us that still can connect to a world of wonder, because that's what they're experiencing. And it's like, it's so fucked up that as adults, the more that we learn, instead of our world expanding, for so often, like our world becomes more rigid with what we learn. And that is what limits us, I believe, from finding, from being visionaries for our own liberation. We create perimeters and limitations based on shit that we're not even realizing. So that's how I feel. That's how I feel about imagination. And I do think there's a concerted effort to silence that. There's a concerted effort to really just curtail that. Let me tell you something, and I mean this with all due respect. Mun loves art. I feel like you trying to troll me by even putting me in the same sentence with that person. Don't you ever do that again. That is deeply offensive. There's no way you can love the both of us and be listening. And I'm not going to sit here and say anything further, because I hate that y'all even got me talking about that asshole. Oh my God. I feel like some of y'all are like prone to scams. I feel like some of y'all are prone to scams. Do you get scammed a lot? Because the show is in Los Angeles. The live show is in Los Angeles. And the live stream is on the internet. Did I take a break from social media? I took an exit from social media. I don't like social media. Will you be attending the Black Women Art Show in Atlanta? No, I will not be. Gonna catch a train from Culver City to Sylmar. I like it. Ginger, don't let it kill you, girl. Don't let it kill you. That's why I be over there on Patreon, y'all. Cause it's like social media can be dope if you're in a controlled environment where people are actually giving a fuck about people. I will not be returning to Philly anytime soon. Unless somebody out there, unless some organization or a school or institute brings me out there. The number one thing I noticed when I left social media is that my whole personality changed. So I look at it like if my personality is in layers, right? So let's say this is like scared Amanda, and then delightful Amanda, and then like deep, thoughtful, pensive Amanda, and then defensive Amanda, and then intellectual Amanda. Like, basically, it feels like when I was on Instagram, you're seeing intellectual Amanda and defensive Amanda. And, like, those two are showing up every day. And they're basically just switching spots. Once I was no longer on Instagram, it was like defensive Amanda just kept moving further and further back. Because now it would be like, oh, intellectual Amanda and then delightful Amanda is here now. And deep Amanda is here now. And it's like, all of a sudden, defensive Amanda, she was on the bench. She was on the bench. And so it allowed me to exist in like the full layers of myself without having to be in fucking defense mode all the goddamn time, with strangers nonetheless. And people will tell you all day, well, just ignore it, just ignore the haters, etc. And I think it's super duper frustrating to hear that from people who have never experienced this kind of hate. But two, who don't seem to grasp it. Like, haters are people who, may shade you or whatever. That's fine. It's not fine, but it is what it is. But there's also just like trolls and people who literally set out, like bots, who literally set out to fuck up your shit. Yes. And then they start with the discrediting you and like stuff like that. It's heavy. So it's like, it's real easy to be like, oh, like, just ignore it, Amanda. We need you. And what I really be wanting to say is like, don't tell me to ignore it. Like, if you see the shit and you don't say something, like, then fuck you. Do I think Kamala will really work towards a ceasefire? Absolutely not. Not without agreeing to deep concessions. Okay, I was trying to stay up to sell 100 more tickets. I can't do it. I gotta go to sleep. It's midnight, my time. Well, Come to Patreon if you want to see the other sides of seals. Patreon got all the sides of seals. I'm over there doing hardware shit. I'm about to post a video that chronicles me getting my nose pierced, so y'all get to see that in real time. And what else? Y'all gonna on Patreon, like, they get to see pics from my week every week called This Week in Amandaland. I don't post none of that shit on Instagram, but on Patreon they get to follow and see shit like that. They get Smarty rants. They get morning musings. Every morning I wake up and, just have a thoughtful mind release into the camera. And why is my mom texting me? So I hope when I wake up tomorrow morning, y'all done bought these tickets. Y'all done bought 1,500 tickets. That's my goal. I hope when I wake up tomorrow morning that I sold at least 30 tickets to the live stream. That would mean 4 more. To the live show. That would mean 4 more tickets need to get sold to the LA live show. So I don't know how that's gonna happen, but I'm gonna pray on that. I pray that 4 more people purchase tickets to the live show in LA, and then I hope that y'all out there tell your friends to get into the live stream, and that needs to sell 1,500 tickets. 1,500. So, Kimmy, I want to figure out how to get church fans made by tomorrow night. And I think I know how to do it. And it's going to require a FedEx office. It's going to require a FedEx office and cardstock paper. So that's the plan. Okay, you guys, trap stars and trap starettes, I wish you the best. Good night.